parce que je connais pas personne.
Ouais.
Je me demandais où est ma mère, où est le principal, tout ça. Puis là, ma mère me donnait un sourire. Puis après, quand je suis allée la voir, elle m'a dit tout va bien ici, j'aime bien l'école.
Elle a dit qu'elle aime l'école, ta mère?
Elle a dit de ne pas m'en faire, de ne pas être gênée.
OK. Fait que ça t'a aidé beaucoup?
Ouais.
Fait que quand tu es sortie de l'école, tu te sentais comment?
Bien.
Hello, my name is Lena Céline Moïse. I'm a school psychologist at Raphael Centre, a school which is part of the English Montreal Schoolboard. As a school psychologist, I would say that we're like generalists in the school, like medical practitioners. So whenever there's a problem with children with special needs, then usually the administration would come to us and try to understand whether it's in the realm of academics or in the realm of behavior, why is this child not functioning?
She is my expert. When I have a problem, I refer to her. If it's going to be a discipline problem or where the child, the best classroom or future, where the child should be placed, we talk. It's not, this is the way it's going to be, now you go out and make it successful. It's the other way around. It's collaborative leadership. We work together.
Before we start intervening, we have to identify what the problem is. So the role is through a multidisciplinary team meeting, usually we sit together and then we try to find out, what are the measures that have been put in place, by the teachers, by the childcare workers, by the different people in action. And based on that, then we'll determine, what is the next step? Should it be an observation of the child, in which case oftentimes the school psychologist will go in the classroom, observe the child, see if there's something within the class dynamics that could be into play, or is it something more related to the child? Do the observation, come back to the school team, and then determine from there, okay, then maybe we should do an evaluation. Maybe it's up to the school psychologist to do an evaluation of the child's intellectual functioning to make sure to inquire, does the child have the tools to be able to really meet the academic demands which are placed upon him.
Quite often, I could go and remove the student, and I'm thinking, oh God, what do I do now? And I said, oh, Lena. And I take the kid in the inner office, and 9 times out of 10, the kid comes out of that office very, very calm. They need that extra support. She has different ways that I think the teachers wouldn't have to really get through to the kids. And she does that so well. All the schools, they don't have a psychologist full-time. I think every school should have one.
I'm privileged because I'm in a school where I'm there 5 days a week. Because it's a specialized school, I'm able to be there and do more than just evaluation and being part of meetings and doing intervention plans. So in this school, I have 2 main types of intervention that I've done so far. Group interventions, so sometimes we have children that we find that have anxiety problems, for example, so we've put in place some anxiety groups. So basically it's really sharing with them typical strategies to help them deal with their anxieties, what are the most effective ways to really give them more tools in their box to be able to face different situations. So that's one thing. And the other type would be the individual intervention. So this is individual therapy, or you can have individual counseling. And in which case, sometimes you have a discussion with students, sometimes you have a cognitive behavioral approach, and there's also play therapy. And play therapy it's very easy to engage children in play because that's their natural mode. As you can see, they like to do that. So through play, we're able to understand a bit more what's going on, what is their universe like, what are their perceptions of things, what are their preoccupations. So those are the types of interventions. And also, especially in a school like this one, because it's a school for children with severe behaviors, oftentimes I would have to intervene in crisis situations where the children are really having tantrums, they're acting out.
Quand je rencontre Léna, quand il y a un problème, puis que je suis fâchée, je cogne dans la porte. En premier, je lui explique mon histoire, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé. Après, on essaie de trouver des solutions, comme qu'est-ce que j'aurais pu faire, puis qu'est-ce que les élèves auraient pu faire. Puis après, durant la journée, elle va essayer de rencontrer ses élèves, puis on parle avec, pour parler de ça. Puis même des fois, on se rencontre pour voir c'était quoi le problème, puis on essaie de discuter. C'est elle qui m'a aidé le plus à pas m'enrager contre les personnes, à pas me bagarrer.
He had come to me because he had issues, social issues with the other children, issues that had to do with intimidation, that he was being bullied by other children. So I spent time talking to him, seeing what the problem was, seeing how he could be helped, and try to help empower him, you know, so that he's not just a victim of that. What can he do to help himself in that situation? At the same time, we also worked with the rest of the class, myself and the other childcare worker. We worked in the classroom to sensitize them to bullying and to also try to sort of change their views and change their attitude and change the way they treat each other. We also had an anti-bullying week at the school level to really sensitize the whole school community to bullying and what it's like, and have them change their ways and their ways of interacting with one another. And in working with the various professionals, sometimes, often, we had many situations where we're really able to help a child and to see the child progress, to see the child evolve, to see the child being successful, and that's very gratifying. That's very rewarding to see that. It's not always the case. We can't help all the children. Sometimes we're more successful than others, but at least to know that we get a chance to try, and that we can really work as a team. That's really nice. You also have a support. When you work in a team, you're not alone.
Ouais, j'ai mon bébé